House Bill 4850. Imagine this. Imagine a Texas company that imports half its parts from overseas but assembles the final product in Austin. Under House Bill 4850, that company can now stamp Made in Texas on the box. Meanwhile, a small manufacturer in Lubbock that actually builds everything locally gets no extra help competing. What the bill says it does? House Bill 4850 says it modernizes Texas economic development programs, supports semiconductor manufacturing, and improves how the state promotes business and technology. What it actually does? It lowers the Made in Texas standard from nearly all Texas content to just 51%, repeals the State Broadband Development Council that gave rural communities a voice, and hands control of major semiconductor grant programs directly to the governor's office. This means large corporations and the governor's appointees can steer economic funds with less public oversight, while smaller communities lose their seat at the table. Who benefits? Major semiconductor and aerospace corporations, the Texas Governor's Office, which now controls staffing, reports, and funding decisions, and big manufacturers that import nearly half of their parts but still market products as Texas made. Who pays the price? Rural Texans who lose broadband representation, small manufacturers who actually produce in Texas, and the public, which loses transparency and independent oversight on state funded projects. Why it matters. When oversight boards are repealed and power shifts behind closed doors, the people paying for growth lose control over where the money goes. Lowering the Made in Texas bar might sound harmless, but it weakens trust in what Texas built means and makes it harder for real local producers to compete. Questions to ask your lawmakers. Why was the only public broadband council eliminated instead of reformed? How will Texans know who receives semiconductor funds now that control sits solely in the governor's office? If Made in Texas can now mean only half Texas made, what stops big corporations from crowding out small local builders? Bottom line, House Bill 4850 gives the appearance of progress but quietly shifts control, weakens standards, and silences the public voices that kept Texas economic development accountable.